Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Welcome to Mesa Morning Live, and I was going to say welcome to Mesa, but this is home for you, isn't it?
13 plus years now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And round of applause if you've been to the Mesa Arts Center. Randy's been there 3 times already today. If you've not been there, boy, stand up and kick yourself in the butt, because I'm not even sure that's possible. But it's a world-class facility, and it's right in your own backyard here in Mesa. So I'll just, since you know a little bit about it more than I do, I'll just let you talk about the Arts Center.
Well, the Mesa Arts Center is a really quite incredible facility in downtown Mesa, and what it's done is, I mean, from my perspective, when I came here 13 years ago, it completely revitalized the whole feel of downtown Mesa. We are 4 beautiful theaters that range from 900 seats, 99 seats up to 1,570, which has allowed us to help build and grow artists. And then we have 14 visual and performing arts studios, a contemporary arts gallery, Mesa Contemporary Arts, which is an absolutely phenomenal gallery. And then we have our Shadow Walk, which is our public artery of where we hold festivals and do all kinds of things that keep the center as, part of the community.
That's great, and you just celebrated, I believe, 10-year anniversary.
We are in the midst of our 10th anniversary season. Yes.
Oh, that's fabulous. So what part does the Mesa Arts Center Foundation play in making the Arts Center a success?
The Mesa Arts Center Foundation keeps our programming relevant to the community. And a beautiful example of that would be, we currently, or just finished our classical music Inside Out performance with the quintet last night. And out of that, our artistic director, Zool Bailey, who is underwritten by the foundation, was afforded the opportunity to go out to play at hospices, schools, libraries, all around the town. Thousands of people had the opportunity to hear and be inspired by what Zool did in the community. At the same time, we then had a performance in the theater that night. And this has allowed us to have our programming go deeper into the community, not just this transactional performance at the Arts Center. It's about getting into people's lives and becoming, and helping the community grow.
Well, I know along those lines, you bring in a wide variety of entertainment. There's not just one genre that you pigeonhole. It's pretty wide open. Yeah. I know you've got, coming up in your lineup of entertainment, you've got Play Me, I'm Yours, which we're going to talk about here in a little while, and the American Songbook event. Tell us about that.
Well, the Mesa Arts Center and the city of Mesa have a very interesting and special relationship with Lincoln Center. It starts with Jazz at Lincoln Center, which is part of the family, and our relationship with Wynton Marsalis, that has led us to have this kind of programmatic opportunity. Earlier this year, we filmed Ballet Hispanico with Live from Lincoln Center. So now with Lincoln Center, we're partnering on this American Songbook, which I don't know if any of you have been into the city, but from March through May, it's their annual festival. And this is the first time they're taking it anywhere in the country. An American Songbook is 3 performances that we're having that feature artists that will play that play Americana music. So you'll have Ben Soleil on the Thursday night coming in, who's more of a traditional artist, but an indie artist, and plays cello. And then on Friday night, we have Leah Delaria. Do any of you watch Orange is the New Black? Okay, you know Leah Delaria. She's also a really great jazz singer. And so she'll be singing American Songbook standards, Cole Porter, that kind of thing. And then on Saturday night, we have Norm Lewis and Patina Miller. And Norm Lewis and Patina Miller are, if you watch Madam Secretary, you may know who Patina Miller is. She is on that show, and Norm Lewis is also on Scandal. But they are also kind of triple threats. Patina was just in the Hunger Games. Norm Lewis is was nominated actually for Tony's, and he's the first Javert and Phantom on Broadway who was African American, first one to perform those parts. So
very cool. Well, I know how long have you been in the theater business?
Since I'm 18. I've been performing
7
as a
years.
performer, yeah, well, 30 some odd years. Yeah.
Well, then you've had to have some great backstage stories. Any that you can share that that won't get bleeped out on TV?
Yeah, there's always a fun story. And I had one all thought out last night that I was going to bring to you this morning. I can't remember what it was.
Too many years in the theater.
Too many years, yeah. You know, I'm going to give you one that's, I think it's a rather inspirational one. Earlier this year, Jazz at Lincoln Center came to our community for a 4-day residency program. And we partnered with the Phoenix Symphony and performed Winton Swing Symphony. But there were 3 days worth of activities. And there was this young girl who was very insistent about having the opportunity to meet with Wynton Marsalis. And Wynton is really good about that, so it's not unusual. And so he, after a performance where he did basically a 15, 16-hour day, he's tired, he's not really feeling well this whole trip. He tells everyone basically go away, brings the 15-year-old girl back to the backstage area, and works with her for an hour to play. Now, what happened is actually even better. This girl, who was a good player, really took it to heart and really worked hard. And she made 5th chair all-state jazz band and just performed last week, or 2 weeks ago, in downtown Mesa for the all-state jazz band. And those are the kind of stories that, you know, these artists backstage, it's not crazy. I mean, in fact, the more quiet backstage is, the better the show is. You've experienced it. When you have craziness, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Like that line. Yeah. So, but when you have that kind of order and everyone's working together, it's a great show. So that's that story I think I'll share.
Well, that's cool, and that's and it is such a great facility, and the backstage area. I know that when you do events there, you let people kind of do a tour of the catacombs of backstage. If you ever get a chance, go back and look. It's state of the art. It's really cool, and your security is amazing there because I've done some shows there, and they do a great job of keeping
we let you in?
Well, they do a great job of keeping the fans away because it's like I never even saw any fans. That's how good these guys are. Wait a minute, I just figured that out. Well, Randy, thanks. So 10 years, and what do you see 10 years now? If you had a little Mesa Arts Center crystal ball, what do you want to turn it into 10 years from now?
I think the Mesa Arts Center will be more part of our community's life. I mean, my kids will have grown up with it. There are lots of children that have the benefit of growing up with the Mesa Arts Center. So I think that we will have a better opportunity to affect the future of our community. But I also think that we're going to continue to grow. We have great shows. The Mesa Arts Center has become the top venue for underplays. And when I say that, we're 1,500 seats. So if a great artist wants to play in our community, their choice is to play in 3,000 seat theater or play a great 1,500 seat theater. They're gonna play 1,500 seats because they like the acoustics, they like the comfort, they like the treatment they get, and they love the hospitality of our community.
That's great. Well, and that's a big reason why sitting right here. Randy, thanks. I know you're busy. Thanks for stopping off, and we'll see you at the center.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Have a great day.